Hi, I'm V, and welcome to ClearProp, where we talk about planes, pilots, and Philippine aviation. What should you expect from this channel? Come see for yourself.
Well, as far as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a pilot. The first time I saw an airplane, I thought it was a very beautiful thing.
So when I was a young boy, and then I saw gliders in my hometown, I was so fascinated and I said, wow, I want to learn that.
For me, flying was fulfilling a childhood dream.
I remember from the time I was in grade school, I would look up and see airplanes flying by on approaching to Manila. As I got older, I started reading aviation books, getting into military history. That inspired me to get into flying.
I first wanted to fly when I was in high school because of The Little Prince. That started my interest in aviation.
I really wanted to fly. I really wanted to become a pilot. I wanted to continue what my father was not able to do.
I wanted to start this channel because I kept finding people who wanted to fly but didn't know where to go or who to talk to. I'm lucky enough to have a mentor who is also a pilot. And if not for him, I myself would not know where to start.
One day, he was driving the jeepney with me in front and my mother. And my father has a habit of putting his elbow there and driving with one hand. And then my mom elbowed me and said, "Look at your tatay. He's imagining that he's flying again." And I came to know what happened. An event came up and his eardrum was damaged. So he was not able to continue flying. And he ended up as a jeepney driver. And I can see the frustration in my father because he was not able to give us a comfortable life. So I told myself, I will continue what you want to do. I want to become a pilot for you. That's how it all started.
First of all, because my flying was not supported. It was something that I was actually forbidden to do. So whatever I did with regards to aviation had to be done in secret, so to speak. I asked for old manuals, anything aviation related I would read. I volunteered to do odd things around airport hangars like wash cars, pick up somebody's children from school. In exchange, they would allow me to join them in their flights. So whatever hours I could get doing that was important to me. Aviation is something that you tend to do voluntarily. Like I said, there are very few pilots who did not want to become pilots in the first place. So this is something that you decide upon. It's not something that you walk by someday and okay, that's cool, let's try that. No. There has to be a definite action on your part to get into an airplane, because once you decide, okay, I want to fly an airplane, now you have to be involved with so many other demands, like the demands of passing check rides. You need to study. You need to know things that you would never need elsewhere in your life. See? It doesn't matter how good the instructors you have had are. The best anybody can do really is point you in the right direction. But ultimately, what happens to you is entirely up to you. So you have to ask yourself, really, how badly do you want this? I just wanted to become a pilot so badly, and I wanted it as badly as I wanted to breathe. That's all it was.
We put together a team of aviation enthusiasts. All of us are passionate about flying, and all of us made tough decisions about our careers in aviation.
Flying solo, there's no feeling that compare what it's like to fly solo for the first time, because when you go solo, that's the time you actually cross over and you can actually call yourself a pilot, and that's the rest of your life right there.
I still remember it like it was yesterday.
My first solo happened when I least expected it.
So we're doing pattern work in this aircraft, and after one landing, instructor goes back, gives me a slap on the shoulder, said, "Yes, you're off."
And after the landing, I said, "Okay, I'm going down. I release you for solo. Bahala ka sa buhay mo."
Like the first time that the airplane left off the ground, all of that weight of the instructor, it's all gone. So the airplane just leaped off.
I will never forget the moment. He advanced the power as alone, took off, did the pattern work, tried to look very normal. And once I was in downwind, I was already slapping the empty seat beside me and screaming my lungs out. It's the best feeling ever.
Pag nagsasolo kasi parang mixed emotion eh. Kasi iniisip mo, kaya mo ba? Hindi mo kaya, pero kaya mo. Tapos you want to prove na hindi nagkamali sa instructor mo sa pag-release sa'yo.
When I got up, actually, it wasn't a feeling of nervousness, scared, or anything. It was more, I am so happy to be doing this. After everything I had gone through and all the people who said I couldn't do this, this is it. I'm actually flying an airplane.
It's beyond words. It's beyond words because I felt then that it's victory for me and for my father because I was able to finish what he wasn't able to do. I was thinking of him when I was flying. During that solo, I could imagine that we're together, my father and me. We're flying together. They would say, "This is for you."
The instructor was there and he had a plaque that had my name on it and the date.
On that single flight, you would combine both of them, both your endeavors and both your dreams, and then you actually go out there and you actually do it. That's why the experience is very meaningful to any pilot, especially in the first time you actually do it.
That's why we're here. We're here to give you honest, realistic, and sincere advice. We're here to help you make the right decision and turn that dream into reality.
I came from a very poor family, but it was not a hindrance for me to become a pilot. And I hope that would be for you too.
I think the best way to become successful in this profession is to love what you do and have the passion to do it. And by passion, it means working hard, regardless of where you come from or how much resources you have. If you love what you do and you really, really want to achieve it, you will always find a way.
For me, that's one of the beauties about flying, the fact that you take full responsibility of everything.
Aviation is about appreciating the miracle of flight and being able to spread that appreciation to everyone.
This series is a guide for anyone and everyone interested in flying. No matter your background, educational attainment, or budget, if you want to fly, this is the place to start. We're here to give you inspiring, insightful, and realistic views of aviation. We're also here to present General Aviation as a career option. We will do this by showing you what General Aviation has to offer.
I started as a general aviation pilot, and I've flown over 42 types of airplanes. And I still have my heart in general aviation, though I fly for the airlines now.
General, I think, in the Philippines is a very, very good training ground as far as basics and experience is concerned. That's actually where I got most of my learning. I spent a lot of my formative years as a pilot in General. And if you have that experience, that background, I think it's an advantage, don't you?
Everywhere I went, I always find mentors. They may not know it na I look up to them, but I look up to a lot of people because in this field of work, you really need someone to look up to. Because you can see that they were in this for the right reasons. They always stayed grounded and they were very humble people, no ego at all.
We've got episodes lined up for you, and if you want more, click the thumbs up button below, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode of Clear Prop.
Clear prop.
Clear prop!
Clear prop.
Clear prop.
Clear prop.
Clear prop.
Clear prop!
Clear prop.
Clear prop.
Clear prop!
Clear prop.
Clear prop!
Clear prop.
Inspiration for pilots.
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 Inspiration for pilots by pilots.
Inspiration for pilots by pilots.
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 Clear prop. Inspiration for pilots by pilots. Yay!